Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine! The last episode, we got all the blue coins in Bianco Hills. So now we have a grand total of 30 blue coins in our hands. In today's episode, we're going to continue our mop-up by going to the next world that we have neglected in blue coinage. And that's Rico Harbor. Now, Rico Harbor, before I go into more detail and jump into the world here, some of these blue coins that we're about ready to get are indeed in different episodes, namely episode 1 and 2. But the rest of them you can get in, a majority of them you can get in episode 8. So I just wanted to give you guys a clear hit because, well, as soon as we jump in here, I'm going to be jumping episodes quite a bit. So just keep that in mind. So without further ado, let's jump in and get our blue coinage. So, when we first start for our adventure with blue coinage, you want to go to episode 8, because that's where the majority of the blue coins are in Rico Harbor. There's going to be, like I said before, there's going to be a couple of times I'm going to be jumping around episodes, but you can get majority of the coins here in episode 8. So, we're going to start off by just immediately to the left, where we start. There's an M on the wall right here next to this guy. Yeah, you can go ahead and spray that and get a blue coin there. And if you jump all the way to the top of this building structure, there was more coins here that I could have gotten when I did the 100 coins. I kind of mentioned, it's like, oh, there's only a certain amount of coins on this thing. Yeah, well, there's more up here. I didn't even bother exploring because there's a red M up here, and you can get another blue coin here. So right off the bat, we got like 2 right in the beginning area here. And if you come over here to the ship, the very first ship, there's a couple of blue coins you can get with these enemies here. Like I mentioned in the last episode, sometimes enemies just hold blue coins for whatever reason. If you come over here and smack that spider off the grate there, he drops a blue coin. So you can grab that at any time that it's not episode 1. Episode 1, you'll understand why when we get there. But any episode after that, you can do that. And then there's another spider down here that if you ground pound from the top and drops, there's a blue coin right there. So we got ourselves another blue coin just for defeating a random enemy. And this is the part right here. I've kind of had an enlightenment moment here in just a moment. You'll see it here in a minute. But, like, I'll notice that there's the white turbo nozzle box there. And that's when I realized, oh wait, if I find something like that, then I unlock the nozzle for this world. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think that. But on the side of the ship here, you spray the graffiti M and it'll spit out a blue coin. And it'll just magically, you know, I'll be on top of the water for whatever reason. And we're going to come over here next to the lighthouse. If you come all the way to the left side of the lighthouse near the water, there's a box right here, you ground pound it, and there's blue coin there. Easy blue coin. Most of these are kind of easy to get. You can get majority of them when you're first here. But if we spray this wall up here, you'll see it here in a minute, there's an indication right there where we could spray the wall. If we come over here and spray this, it'll come out with a blue shine sprite symbol. And that'll spit out a blue coin as well, so we'll go ahead and pick that one up. And if I remember correctly, there's an enemy right there that also holds a blue coin. It's like right there on the wall there, the spider. But we can't really get that just yet, so we'll get it later. But right here, you'll see this giant X on the lighthouse. This is another two-way street blue coin puzzle that you have to do. And this one's kind of a pain in the butt, to be perfectly honest. This one has such a tight timer on it, and this is kind of where I kind of realized the turbo nozzle would have helped me in this situation. Yeah, if you grab the turbo nozzle, that would have helped in this. I tried to use my sliding technique that I normally do with water, spraying the water down and doing the dive motion. But I got that blue coin. It isn't that one I was worried about, it's the return trip. This one right here is kind of a pain in the butt. I had to retry this a couple of times. So, turbo nozzle would help you in this situation so much. I'm not even lying, because there's been a couple times I've missed it just like that. I mean, granted, I would have gotten it if I aimed a little bit better, and there was plenty of times I screwed up, so I cut all those out. But this is the good take here. So I just used the slide technique that I normally do in order to get this, and then I barely got it in time. Honestly, get the turbo nozzle. That would have helped you a lot better in that situation. I'm not even kidding. So I'm going to jump in the harbor here, and you'll see there's a blue coin just, sitting out there ready to be picked up. So we're just going to go down there and pick it up, because it's just, it's begging to be collected. Blue's my favorite color after all, so I don't know, man. I love blue. Blue's always been my favorite color, but lately purple's become one of my favorite colors too. I think it has something to do with more of a... They're become my wedding colors, so that's kind of why I like them a lot. Now, right here, this is where something I got confused up a little bit. This right here, there would be a fan there in an earlier episode that you can get, and I got confused thinking I could get it in this episode. No, you have to do it in episode 1, so keep in mind with that fan there that I was pointing at for the ship. We'll get that later in episode 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get all the way to the top of this thing here, but I realized it's like, yeah, it was kind of a little bit, I kind of made it a little bit harder on myself. So I'm gonna go do what I normally do, come up to the chimney stack of this ship here like I do all the time, and kind of just either spin jump. I was trying to spin jump, but I kept doing a backwards jump. I always have trouble doing spin jumps like on the whim. I don't know why. Like I have to like charge up the spin jump a little bit. I don't know about you. I know like a lot of people can do a quick circle motion, but I can't really do that. I don't know why. I've always had trouble doing that. But if you come over here, there's a blue coin on top of the rafters here. And there's also a blue coin that's just sitting out in the open. You guys probably saw. It was like, Matthew, are you going to pick that up? Yeah, I'm going to pick it up. I'm just having trouble trying to get it. Yeah, there's a blue coin on top of this fountain here. I'm like, oh man, why am I having a hard time picking it up? And I'm really having a hard time just trying to get on the platform high enough so I can pick it up. Yeah, blue coin just sitting there in the top of the fountain there. Just as I say, taunting me, saying, hey, are you going to pick me up? Yes, Mr. Coin, I'm going to pick you up. I'm sorry, I'm just a bumbling fool with my platforming. So I picked that one up. And then there's a graffiti M right here. Gonna clean that up. Get another one. We got a lot of them. Like I said, you can get a majority of these blue coins in episode 8. So, gonna jump up here to the very tip top of this building up here. Gonna try to do a backwards jump off this canopy right here and get on top of this arch. And then we're gonna jump up here, and there's a blue coin. There is a graffiti M that we need to spray in order to get a blue coin. That's what I meant to say. So we got that one. Rocket nozzle's right here, but we already unlocked the rocket nozzle for this level. Now, if you come over here to this village square here, and you spray this basket of fish right here, there's a blue coin that'll just appear normally. So, yeah, it's another one of those, like, you just have to spray random spots and they'll give you blue coins. Yeah, I know. that happens quite a lot in this game. You kind of have to learn to spray everywhere, because you can find a lot of good hidden goodies if you do a lot of like just random like spraying around all over the place. So we collected a majority of them here, and now we just got to go into the harbor, the actual harbor of this. There is a blue coin at the top of that crane right there. You probably see it, and I tried to avoid it so bad when I was doing the 100 coin episode. But we're actually gonna get this one above it first. That one's just sitting there waiting to be picked up. And I'm gonna try my best to drop down on this crane as best I can. I barely miss it. I know, I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I was barely missed that. And this is where I kind of had my enlightenment moment. I realized, oh, there's the turbo nozzle right here. Let me pick it up. And then I realized, oh, that's what the save function means. Yeah, the save function means whenever you pick up a nozzle, when that save prompt comes up, that means you unlocked the for that entire world, you have unlocked that nozzle. And I didn't realize that. This is kind of the moment I realized, oh, that's what that meant. And after 20 years of playing this game, I finally realized, oh, that's what the save prompt meant. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. I really don't. It kind of just baffles me now. It's like, you didn't really think about that till now. But then again, I'm still learning stuff. This is the turbo nozzle in the water. I love using the turbo nozzle in the water because it kind of just, you kind of get like a jet ski in a way, and you slide across the water and everything. I always love doing the turbo nozzle in the water. But yeah, there's gonna be a bonus episode of me going collecting where the nozzle locations are. In worlds I don't pick up the nozzles, I'll show them off, kind of show where they're at. But yeah, just keep in mind, that's how you unlock nozzles in worlds. You have to find the original box in that world of the nozzle in question you're trying to unlock. And once you do, you unlock all of them for all episodes. So yeah, just keep that in mind whenever you're doing that. I really didn't understand that for the longest time. I'm going to go back here because turbo nozzle is not really useful to us right now, since we already got the blue coin that kind of required it, I would say. I wouldn't really say we really need the turbo nozzle now. I think that was the only really good use of turbo nozzle, besides, you know, a couple of things like trying to skate across the water and whatnot. But we're going to try to get that blue coin on top of the crane, because that's what I was originally trying to do, but I had a light bulb go in my head and just needed to take care of that first. So on top of the crane right here, there's a blue coin. So that's good. We only have 13 more coins left to get in Rico Harbor, at least. So the next one, we're gonna have to come all the way over here because we're gonna get back on the rafters again. We're gonna go up here and get up this way here. There is a couple of enemies up here. You have to come up this way. Here we go. And we're going to climb up this way. I don't think this is what I'm doing. I can't remember what exactly what I was doing here. I think I was just trying to get to a higher ground or whatnot. No, there's a blue coin up here, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's all the way at the end there. Yeah, there's a blue coin at the top of the rafters there. The very tip-toppity top of it. There's a bunch of ghosts. Gonna try to get me. Stupid ghost. I'm not gonna fall for your trickery. But I'm actually gonna come over here, and I think I'm gonna grab the rocket nozzle here. The rocket nozzle I'm gonna need for this blue coin in particular up here. Because there's a blue coin right here at the very edge of this that you can grab with the rocket nozzle. You can also come off that rafter and kind of like wall slide down to it. But it's better just to get it with the rocket nozzle. It's easier, and you'll for sure way to get it. Now I'm gonna try my best to get this blue coin, because trying to get this in any other way is kind of a pain in the butt. I always try to do it this way, and I don't know why I'd make it harder on myself. But this is a test of my depth perception. Trying to get this blue coin in particular. I'm gonna jump up here and try to land, and there we go, got it. We only got 10 more blue coins left to get in this world, and a couple of them are kind of difficult to get, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna start swimming all the way over here, because there is one that I think requires me to talk to somebody. I think I had to talk to that guy over there. He's the Chuckster that we talked to a long time ago, like when we first visited Rico Harbor. I think that's where I'm going. Oh, no, I know where I'm going. We're going up here. If you couldn't tell, I'm doing this in post because I like to focus whenever I'm doing these episodes with the blue coins. We're gonna come over here where the Cage Shine Sprite was, from episode 3. We're gonna try to get up there. There is a blooper up there. You probably saw me knock some sense into him when I hit him there. He's all dizzy and everything. We come over here and defeat this blooper right here. He'll spit out a blue coin. This has to be in any episode that's not episode 3. So just keep that in mind. So you have to do that in any episode besides that episode in particular. So I don't think you can do it in episode 1 and 2. So just any episode after episode 3. So I'm going to take this rocket nozzle, and we're going to go all the way over to the lighthouse here. As you can see, there was a trail of coins, kind of like the last coins I needed for the 100 coin shine. there's a blue coin at the very top if I use the rocket nozzle. So we're going to go ahead and try to grab that one here as soon as I can land correctly on top of the lighthouse here. And I just missed my shot there. I missed my shot. I guess you could say it wasn't very rocket science trying to aim that shot correctly. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try to do this again. Alright, so on top of the lighthouse here, you want to jump before you shoot up. As soon as you jump and before you shoot, that's when you get the most height out of your rocket nozzle. So just keep that in mind too. Whenever you want to go as high as you can with the rocket, jump at the last possible moment. So there's a blue coin at the top of the lighthouse. We got that one. And now I think I'm going over to talk to that chuckster I was trying to talk to. There is a blue coin that now in episode, like in the later episodes, I think this is episode 8 that you need to talk to the chuckster. We talked to him before. He couldn't throw us very well. Oh, today feels different for some reason. I feel powerful enough to send you flying to another world. Hurrah! And he actually throws you this time. And he throws you all the way across the bay here. I know, he's got some muscles on him, dude. But there's an M right here where he throws you. You want to spray it. There's a blue coin right there. So yeah, that chuckster had a very good ending in his story of trying to be the very best chuckster. He was able to throw me across the bay. Alright, so right here where we were doing stuff with Yoshi in the last episode, we want to use our rocket nozzles to get all the way up here. On this platform, there's another graffiti M. We just need to clean it up. And blue coin. We only got 6 more coins left to get. And that's pretty much, I think we got majority of the blue coins in this episode. I think there's a couple more, if I'm mistaken, if I can remember correctly. I think there's a couple in this episode we have to do with Yoshi, that's correct. So, we're gonna have to go back to the fruit stand in order to get a durian to unlock Yoshi, because there's actually like 2 blue coins we need to get with Yoshi. I'm gonna go here and break that open and get durian first try. I don't know how I'm getting so lucky with that. Like I said, durian, it usually is like the 5th fruit. I've always had the worst luck trying to get a durian out, but both of the attempts I've tried to do this, I got durian out first try. That was kind of just insane luck on that part. We're gonna get Yoshi here. And like in Bianco Hills, there are butterflies to eat. If we eat all the blue butterflies, we get another blue coin. And like Bianco Hills, there's a bunch of green ones here. And there's an extra life right there if you eat all the green ones. So, there you go. Got all that. But that's not the only thing we need to use Yoshi for. If you remember me mentioning something about an enemy earlier that was on this wall right here next to the lighthouse, we couldn't do anything with him. The spraying will not hurt anything. But if we use Yoshi, Yoshi can eat this enemy. Once Yoshi can eat that enemy, he gives us a blue coin. And that'll leave us with 4 more blue coins left to get in this game. Or, not in the game. In this level. I'm sorry. I meant to say in this level. I wish it was the game, but there's a lot more blue coins left to get. So we're going to exit this level, and we're going to jump back to episode 1. That's right. There's a couple blue coins that are only in episode 1. So the blue coins in particular, in episode 1, are over here on the ship. You probably saw there was a couple of enemies right here that was goop. But if we clean up this area right here of goop, there is a graffiti M right hidden underneath the goop. I don't know how Shadow Mario managed to just not only get his mark, but he covered it in sludge, and the mark is still tangible in some way. They're gonna go ahead and clean up all this mess here because I don't like icky messes. We're gonna go ahead and spray this graffiti M, get rid of it to get another blue coin. There is yet another graffiti M that's like that in this level here. If we go over to kind of near where the lighthouse is, if I remember correctly, yeah, we gotta go over to where the lighthouse is. There's more sludge over there. Yeah, you probably saw that. We didn't really explore this area too well when we were first here, but there's a lot of sludge right here. And again, just like the ship, there's a graffiti M underneath the sludge. So we're going to go ahead and spray that while killing all the enemies to get them away from me. We're going to go ahead and clean up this, and we're going to get ourselves a blue coin. So now there's only 2 blue coins left to get. And I think that's pretty much... I think there's another one over here. Yeah, that's right. It's the ship I mentioned earlier. So we got to go up to that ship that I mentioned. With the submarine that was diving underneath the water. There's a fan right there, and we need to spray the fan in order to raise the submarine up. And once we do that, we get a blue coin. And I think that you can get this in any other episode. I don't know what the stipulation is for that blue coin in particular. I just know you can get it in episode 1. I don't know why you couldn't get it in episode 8, but you can get it in episode 1 for sure. So I'm going to take the long way yet again. We're going to go over here and get onto this monkey cage here. And just go the monkey bar way. And come over here and pound the wall there to get over to this section right here. This is where we met the Chuckster brothers, the one that threw me across the bay earlier. We're going to come up this way, and yeah, there's a fan right there. You probably see it now. I don't know why it wasn't in episode 8. But if you spray this fan right here, it raises the yellow sub up. And once you raise it up all the way, it spits out a blue coin. So there we go. So now we only got 1 more blue coin left in Rico Harbor left to get. And that's in a different episode. So we got to go and exit episode 1. And we're going to jump into episode 2. Episode 2 has a lone blue coin in it that is not in any other episode. If you remember episode 2, this is the one where we were surfing the bloopers. The blooper surfing contest. We're going to come over here, and there's a blue coin on the course that leads to the race thing. We're just going to go grab a regular blooper. We're just going to surf over to the blue coin. I know it's kind of anticlimactic. This is our last blue coin of Rico Harbor, but hey, you know, it worked out that way. Yeah, you can see the blue coin right there. We jump up there. Now we got all the blue coins. So with that, we've gotten every blue coin in Rico Harbor. Whatever that noise that Mario makes. But with that, guys, we have collected all 30 blue coins in Rico Harbor. Like I said before, there was a lot of episode jumping around now. And that's going to be a big thing for this, you know, the rest of this game is when we go collect blue coins in worlds, it's going to be a lot of jumping around in episodes. But if we look at our total again, we come over here and go over to Rico Harbor. There we go. We got 30. 30 out of 30, obviously. So we got 30 blue coins in Rico Harbor and Bianco Hills. So all that's left is Gelato Beach and Peanut Park. So in the next episode of Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we're going to go to Gelato Beach and get its 30 coins. 30 blue coins. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.